Hello everybody, thank you for for coming. I'm not Anna, as you've gathered. I believe she can't make it. My name is Stefan. Can everybody see me? Yeah? All right. I'd like to bring you up to speed with our work on the Tour de Drupal. Who hasn't heard of the Tour de Drupal? Okay, great, that's fine. What this presentation is about is just to bring you up to speed what it is, what we have been doing, and hopefully you'll all get really excited to join. Okay? Fingers crossed. Right, Tour de Drupal is an idea that started a while ago, and it's all about cycling. What we're trying to do is get Drupal people together and cycle casually, or very fast if you want to, if you're a trained cyclist. I want to cycle to DrupalCon Amsterdam at the end of September of this year. Okay, just a little bit of background is how did it all start? Last year after DrupalCon Prague, Rachel, she's part of the team, she tweeted this. Can everybody see that? Can you read it? Okay, so she promised to cycle to Amsterdam, and I think that came, well, she's a cyclist, and given the fact that Amsterdam is obviously a cycling city, I think there are 900,000 bikes just in the city alone. So, and the infrastructure is there in Holland. So yeah, why not? So we started cycling. I mean, we didn't start cycling, but I replied to her tweet as well, the bottom one, just to say, okay, because to me it sounded really good, a good idea to join her. And since then, this was September 2013, we have, well, basically how it started. This is how it started. I started communicating with people via Twitter, and within no time, within half an hour or so, there were so many people tweeting that I couldn't reply to all these people, and other people were finding the same problem. So I set up, I set up the Tour de Drupal Twitter account, and just shortly after, I put together a quick website with using Drupal Gardens to register people's interest. And since then, we've had just over 50 people who are interested in some shape or form. People from all over Europe and even from the States. There's, I believe, somebody who wants to fly into the UK, then rent a bike and cycle with us, which is great. There are also other plans. There's a group in Zurich, Switzerland. I believe there are 5 people, and they are cycling. Well, they've decided to cycle from Switzerland all the way to Amsterdam, and I believe they've planned 5 days to do that. But they are quite experienced cyclists. So our plan, what we're doing, this is just an update on the project, the work that we've been doing. So this is how it all started. We had our first presentation at the Drupal Camp Northwest in November 2013. Some of us brought our bikes, and we even managed to nip outside during the lunch break. And we went for a cycle ride in Manchester. That was really nice. I went to the velodrome, had a look around, and cycled back. Okay, so moving on. We were featured in a blog by Bert Boeland. He's quite involved in the Drupal community. He's been with us, supporting us from day one, which is great. Thank you, Bert. Okay. Then, Drupal Camp London in February 2014, we did 2 things. We had a sprint. We all came together to work on the project, so I had to organize it. What did we need? We came up with a plan or the idea that, well, if we're all cycling, there's no way we can take all of our bags and laptops. So the idea was formed to have somebody drive behind us or in front of us with a van to carry all the equipment. So we were talking about that and just working out the structure of our website, because we're building a website specifically for that. I'll get onto that in a minute. We also had a BOF with quite a few interested people, which was great. Right, moving on. March 2014, we came together in Brighton at a new co-working space by Steve Perkis. Came together and we had two of us couldn't make it, so we did a Skype chat. So we worked some more on the website and organising other things and looking at ferry crossing, how much that would be, and things like that. Jan, who is part of the team, himself and Emma, they're both on the photo actually, on Emma's in the middle and then Jan on the left. They worked on the site again, the new site in Szeged, and Jan is also making an app. So what we're trying to do is have an app. It runs on Android. It's pretty much finished, I think. He's tested it. And the idea is that this app will, when it's running, obviously, it will post the information to the website. And people can obviously look at the site and follow the progress of everybody who's cycling. And since there's already another team from Switzerland cycling, it would be really nice. I mean, it will be, so that you can see these people moving towards DrupalCon Amsterdam. Okay, so that was March. In April, and it's still there, I checked it this morning, and there was a post on the DrupalCon Amsterdam website mentioning us, which is great. And from there we've had some other inquiries of people who wanted to join us and think, oh, that's a great idea. I'd like to be part of it. Okay. Another thing that people are thinking of doing is having which is quite funny, a big welcome. So we cycle into a big park in Amsterdam and they welcome us, which will be quite good. Okay. Oh, just going back to this one. Who of you is into cycling? Who does cycling? Who wants to cycle? Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, you. Excellent. Where are you from? Sorry. Sorry, from Slovenia. Yeah. Okay, great. So you're cycling from Slovenia to Amsterdam. Yeah, it is a long way. The thing that we were talking about, though, is that you don't have to cycle. I believe the people from Zurich, they want to cycle all the way. But obviously there are alternatives that you can say, okay, I'm going to cycle a bit and I'm going to take a train and cycle a bit more and take another train, and then that's another way you can do it. But if you can, I mean, cycling on your own it's fun, but it's not that fun. So if you have anybody else, I've spoken to other people here yesterday, and some of them are quite interested. But yeah, cycling all that way on your own is not good. So maybe if you can form a team, that would be brilliant. And the idea, just to elaborate on the site that we're building, we're using organic groups. And the plan behind that is that anybody, say you want to start cycling, you have somebody else who wants to do the same from Slovenia, and then you can make your own group and set up your own route. And if you have an app, the Android app, it's not quite finished yet, but once it's there, you can all kind of plot yourself on the map, and we can see where you are and where you're going. So yeah, please spread the word. The last thing that we did is we had a sprint weekend. This all happened in the beginning of this month, actually, not that long ago. It happened in my co-working space. So we came together, the five of us, and it was a weekend with coding, cycling and camping. I've made a short video of it. Let's see if it works. There's no sound. Oh. Can you hear it?
How's it going, Jan? You look quite comfortable on that bike. How fast?
Yeah, it's fine, I think. It's nearly finished, so. Okay. So that's what we've been up to. And yeah, it was a bit of an impromptu presentation, but this is it really. So if there's anybody here who wants to join us, please do. You can follow us on Twitter. And the new website will be tourdedrupal.org. At the moment, when you type it in, it will redirect to the temporary site. But yes, feel free to leave your details. You can register your interest on that site, and we'll get back to you. You can also sign up for our newsletter. We've only sent one so far, but yes, we nearer the time, or from now onwards, we will be communicating more often about the progress of the project. And if there's anything you think you can help with, Drupal related or anything else, or just want to stay up to date, please sign up. Okay. Any questions? Who's keen to join? Who wants to join? Come on, come on. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, you as well. Excellent. Where are you from? France. Excellent. So that's France, Austria. Okay, so we have France, Austria, UK, and Switzerland already. Excellent.
From Austria, we also have Chris, who wants to go.
Chris, so that's 2. Yeah. Slovenia as well, possibly, maybe, definitely.
I'm sorry, I missed the session.
Yeah.
And but I'm interested. It's all about cycling, as I.
Well, yes, it's cycling. So we're cycling with Drupal, all Drupal people cycling to DrupalCon Amsterdam. And it's just a fun, it's a casual ride.
Okay.
And it's just about being together and having a good time, really, and exercising at the same time. So we'll be cycling, well, from the UK point of view, the plan is to cycle 2 days. So the first day is from, say, London to Harwich, and then we take the overnight ferry to Hook of Holland, and then cycle another day, and then we're in Amsterdam. But if you're, for example, in Slovenia, or Austria, or France, it's a bit further away.
Do you still have the map with the people on there?
Yes, I forgot to mention that. If you go onto the site,
Can you show us the map?
show the map. I think so. Let's see.
So you basically organize from wherever you want to start to go to Amsterdam.
Yes, that's to do
Yeah.
in
By
in October or
Yeah, end of September.
and September.
Oh, it's gone now. Right.
Ah,
Here we are.
We have real plans.
I see.
Let's see if I can pull it up for you. Okay, so
Might not make the entire way from Austria, but maybe
yeah, you can combine it, do it by train, or yeah. Okay, so what? This is the current website. This is a temporary one, but you can register your interest here. We have a map. Basically, you can register your interest here. and then we'll get an email. We've also created a map, which will hopefully... so these are people who are already interested in coming along, and they've put a place marker on the map. So who's this? Is that you? That's you! Yay! Okay. Slovenia? No, but it can change. It will change today. Yeah? So, yeah, well, definitely. We need somebody from Slovenia. So there's quite a, I mean, who's this here from Spain? Sevilla. That's, I think, the furthest away so far. There's even somebody in Stockholm here. Oh, from Munderkraut. Excellent. Sorry?
I'm just reading.
Yeah. Yeah, so put your, if you're interested, put your marker on the map and join us. And as I said, the new website will have an opportunity or possibility to create yourself as a group and then set your route. So if you say, okay, I'd like to cycle from Ljubljana to Amsterdam, you can set that as a route, and then you have different route legs, and people can join you. All right, thank you. So that's the plan. And ideally, well, we just have to see how this goes, but after DrupalCon Amsterdam, obviously the site will still be there, and the plan is for this site to stay available, so if there's anybody else who wants to cycle to another Drupal event, a camp or a conference, they can just use it. And they can set up their own route to another camp or conference. But for the moment, we're focusing on DrupalCon Amsterdam. But after that, it can be another one. So yeah. So that's about it, I think. Any questions? Any more questions? The only thing I think you need to join the Tour de Drupal is a bike. And that's it. And if you want to join, you can start training now. Again, it's casual, so we're not going to do a race. So yeah.
So how do you planning to sleep? Let's say it's probably a more day tour.
Yes, yes.
Days.
Yeah.
So each individual need to organize by himself
You can.
trails or
You,
something?
yeah, you can, but hopefully what we're trying to do is with the website is that once the website is there, people can set their route, but they can also post information about accommodation, where they're going to sleep. So if you're in a team, in a group, it's nicer to be in a group really. So if you're in a group of a couple of people or more people, you can say, okay, we're going to cycle, I don't know, 100 kilometers today, and we are going to pre-book a bed and breakfast or a hostel or a hotel somewhere on the route, sleep, cycle again, and yeah, depending on how far you are from Amsterdam, you can just repeat that process. Or you say, okay, I'm going to cycle, sleep somewhere, maybe get a train for a bit, cycle a bit more if you're very far away from Amsterdam, and just plan that route with, say, your friends or other people who want to join, and just go for it. That's the plan. So yeah, we've had quite some interest. I don't know if you picked up from some over 50 people have registered their interest already through the site, and they're really keen. And so yeah. Any more questions? All right. Well, I think that's it. It's I don't know what the time is. Okay, it's a bit shorter than planned, but it was just to give you an update of what it is and what we've been doing. Okay. Well, any questions afterwards, please feel free to come up to me and have a chat. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.